back to another vlog. My name is Sarah. I'm a PhD student at Indiana University, study English, rhetoric, and composition. Been here for 3 years and I have 3 more left. So it is Saturday afternoon. My roommate Megan is out of town and I am painfully bored without her. So I think I'm going to go to a coffee shop just here in a little bit and try and get some writing done that I have due at the end of the month for publication. Okay, I was looking where I want to go and I thought I was going to go to this one shop, Inkwell, but apparently they close somewhat early on Saturdays and possibly every other day of the week. I really need something that has more than just like pastries because I haven't eaten real food in like way too long. Last night I went through the drive-thru for Panera. I got a pick 2, the sandwich and mac and cheese. I get home, I realize I only have my mac and cheese and they didn't give me my sandwich, but it's fine. And they're like 15 minutes away from my apartment, so it's not about to drive back there. So I just ate mac and cheese for dinner. Okay, a couple hours later now, I am home. I did not get any writing done, so here's a moment of honesty. I submitted a draft of this sort of narrative that I am writing for publication as part of like a class paper. And as part of that class we had peers give us feedback, and I have like actively resisted talking about this on YouTube, but to be fully honest, I don't care anymore. One of the feedback, or some of the feedback that I got from one of my peers basically said that what I wrote wasn't scholarship and what I wrote just basically doesn't matter to advancing the field. So what I'm talking about is women's bodily safety, specifically in the writing center. Literally every single woman I know has had moments in their lives where they feel unsafe in their own body, because that's just what it means to exist as a woman in the world that we live in. And I made that very clear that although in this narrative I'm talking from like my own personal point of view, this is something that is a larger social issue for all women. And I included a statistic that like although only 1 in 3 women have like reported being sexually or physically violated or had violence enacted on them due to their gender, every single woman has had moments where they feel unsafe. And the feedback that I got was that's only 1 out of every 3 women, and the cold hard truth is that 2 out of every 3 have it. And that really just like sent me spiraling. Of course this feedback was from a man. That was really hard for me to deal with, honestly, because I was already really hesitant to share these stories, and they are narrative based, and I already sort of had it in my mind, like, does me saying this story from my own point of view matter? And of course it was scholarship, because I was bringing in theoretical frameworks and I was citing other people, and like, just because writing is first person doesn't mean it's not scholarship. Like, have you heard of like expressivism? Have you heard of feminism or counter story, or basically anyone writing who is not a white man? And yeah. So when I sat down and I was going to open up this piece of writing for the first time since the end of the semester, honestly, and since I got that feedback, I just had those words like echoing in my mind of like, this isn't scholarship, this work doesn't matter. And I was truly just like triggered by the phrase like 2 out of every 3 women haven't, as if 1 out of every 3 women who have had violence enacted on them because of their gender isn't enough. 1 out of every 3 women isn't enough. And so I just decided to use that time to do some drawing on my iPad for a sticker that my sister wants me to make, and that was a better use of my time today. Just watching Married at First Sight, I have really just come to love this show. It's an ad right now. It's pure garbage, but I love it. And I'm going to paint my nails and my toes, and I'm deciding between 2 very different colors. This pinkish purple that feels pretty summery, this like gray one that sort of matches what I'm wearing right now. Went ahead with the blue color, didn't paint my fingers, just the toes, and made some lemon butter broccoli pasta. It's just lemon, butter, salt, pepper, garlic, and broccoli, and some Parmesan cheese. Sunday. It's already 1:30 in the afternoon. I had one of the worst night's sleep of my life. I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but I feel like when I take melatonin, I always wake up around like 5 or 6 in the morning and I'm just like wide awake. I feel like I've talked about that before on this channel. But yeah, so I woke up a little before 5 a.m. wide awake, could not fall back asleep until like after 7 a.m. So then I just like slept from like 7 to like 10. But when I don't get good sleep, then I feel like really nauseous the next day. So I'm dealing with a little bit of nausea right now, and I'm feeling really anxious, honestly. Just anxious about a lot of different areas of life. So I haven't had a day like this where I just woke up anxious in a while. So I think I'm gonna take a CBD gummy. I normally take those only before bed. I don't know if I've ever took one in the daytime, but I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna try and like calm my anxiety a little bit by cleaning some things out. Megan comes back today and she's bringing some boxes from her family's house so we can start packing up to move, which I cannot believe we already have to be out on Thursday. So I really need to start packing. Did a bit of cleaning, took a shower, did a face exfoliant and a body exfoliant, and now I'm gonna do some yoga. I have a lavender essential oils candle lit, really pulling out all the self-care stops here. So I'm taking down some stuff for my room to start packing, and I had this verse of the week thing up just sort of on my wall, and I would like put post-it notes in there, especially in undergrad, but I had only ever put 2 in there when I was in grad school. Looking back at them, I'm like really emotional. The first one was Romans 11:36, everything ends up in him, always glory, always praise, yes, yes, yes. And then the second one was, he stood me up on a wide open field, I stood there safe, surprised to be loved. And this is just like the story of me transitioning from undergrad to grad school, honestly. Like, ugh, I'm emotional. Hello, happy Monday. I'm about to go to my apartment's gym and do 12:30, and I think I'm gonna watch an episode of Atypical because the new season came out while I'm walking, and that will make the time go by a little faster. Okay, it's like 3 minutes later. I drove to the gym and the parking lot, which only has like 6 spaces, was just like completely full, and I saw someone go in like right in front of me with like workout clothes, and there's only like 3 treadmills in the gym, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not about to fight for this. So I don't know, I might try again later, or I might just do some yoga, or I think the rain is supposed to be done afternoon, so I might try and walk in the park then, but that's just like annoying because I was ready to go. It's time to finally start packing up since it's Monday night and we need to be out by Friday morning, and our movers come Thursday. How do you feel, Megan?
I feel like I need to get to packing for sure. Vlog.
How's it going?
I think it's going okay, you know.
Her closet was never very full to begin with, so this might be deceiving.
Wow.
You packed up a lot of the desk. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
We're getting somewhere, slowly but surely.
And meanwhile, I have packed one box that's way too heavy. And I don't know how to pack all these books. I'm stressed out, not gonna lie. But Megan has to go to campus tomorrow because she's doing this summer class teaching, tutoring thing. And I'm not, so my plan is to pack tomorrow.
And you cleaned the kitchen for us. So.
I did do some dishes. I'm trying to burn this candle while it's at the end to make the most of it. I did clear those cubbies out, and I have a candle graveyard going on over here with things that are like candles that are basically done. Some of them have a little bit left, but not enough to keep. And I don't know if you toss those or recycle them, but I want to look up something because I feel bad just tossing glass like that. Good morning, happy Tuesday. It's already 11 and I work at the Writing Center again at noon, and I have someone signed up for that appointment. So I'm gonna take a quick shower, I will do that Writing Center appointment. And then I have some things that I would like to get done today. I want to finally be brave enough to open up that piece that I need to work on that's due by the end of the month, and maybe read an article or two, and definitely pack. Megan and I brought the rest of the boxes in from her car this morning, and I'm hoping to get a lot done today because I basically only have today and tomorrow, and then that's it. It's crazy. It is just crazy. Okay, so I just did some more journaling and tried to eat a bagel, but I could only eat half of it. I've been feeling like really nauseous in the morning. I am going to a doctor here to get this nausea stuff figured out for once and for all, hopefully. She thinks it's stress related. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. But anyway, the journaling prompts that I worked on today are how I can thank my body. And I chose like specific parts of my body, and I just like said thank you blank for doing this for me. And this is a tip that I heard from a few different people as a way to work more towards like body neutrality or body positivity, and it was very emotional. So if you are working on like loving your body a little bit more, this is something that I would recommend. Okay, finished up that first tutorial. Now I'm going to go to my storage unit to sign some paperwork so we can make sure that everything is all set for the movers to move stuff in on Thursday. And I'm wearing these overalls with my chunky sandals. Do I look like a minion? I feel like I look like a minion from like, what's that movie? I'm blanking, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, got all the storage unit stuff squared away. It's almost 2 o'clock. I came home and I looked at what I had in the fridge, and it's not much. Tried to eat some leftover pasta. It was not sitting right. So I hate when my stomach gets like this, and I feel like I just have to like go with what I'm craving because it's the only thing I can eat, and I really feel like eating a tomato mozzarella panini from Starbucks. So I wish I would have gotten to Starbucks on the way home from the storage unit because I literally drove right past it, but I'm just gonna go do it because I feel like I can't keep anything in my stomach today. Also, how cute are these car coasters? I got them from an Etsy shop. I can leave it linked here that I found from Abby Aslan's Instagram, and I'm obsessed with them.
What can I get for you today?
Hi, can I do a tomato mozzarella panini?
Sure. Oh, wait. Let me make sure. Oh, we're actually out of our tomato mozz.
Oh no! What other paninis do you guys have today?
Oh, actually, we have our tomato mozz.
Okay, best news ever. I'll take one of those.
Alright, perfect. Anything else for you?
Do you guys have lemonade?
We sure do.
Okay, can I do a tall peach green tea lemonade?
Ooh, we actually have our peach tea, though. I know. And we're out of our green tea, unfortunately. It's a sad day for us. But we do have black tea and passion tea.
Do you...
And, I'm so sorry.
Do you still have the guava black tea lemonade?
Unfortunately not. We're out of our peach and our guava, but I was about to recommend a black tea with strawberry base instead of water. That tastes really good. Okay, I'll trust you on it. I'll try a tall one of those. Thank you, thank you. And then, you want that sweetened?
Yes, please.
Alright, fantastic. Anything else for you?
that'll be it.
Alrighty, it looks like your total is $940.
Okay, thank you. He gave me a Trenta instead of a tall. They were like out of everything. It's actually really, really good. So it's good to know that that's good. But he was like, yeah, accidentally made a Trenta instead of a tall. Do you want me to remake it? And I was like, no. Okay, so here's the packing progress. Has to get worse before it gets better, right? I am packing this suitcase because I'm going to Miami for 2 weeks, or Florida. So I'm having to think about what I'm gonna want for the 2 weeks when I'm there. And then I have this other suitcase that can be like storage, but I'm not gonna fit all of this stuff. So I have this box and I'm gonna shove some more of like those coats in and stuff. Also, like, I don't know if the movers are gonna take apart my dresser or whatnot, but like, I would keep clothes in there, but I'm just gonna empty it because I feel like that makes the most sense. Took down the stuff off my desk. I started going through some stuff in my bathroom, but I also don't want to put like all of my, I don't know, like lotions and face wash and stuff in an unheated storage unit, or makeup. So that's stuff that I'm gonna have to think about as well. It's just like, this is exhausting. Okay, so here is the stuff that I have packed so far. I have almost all my clothes packed away. These garbage bags are hangers. And that's a suitcase I'm bringing to Miami. The closet is pretty much empty. Have to take care of those things. And then I'll have to like do a load of laundry real quick before I move out. So many books in there. This is more donation stuff. This is what Megan has packed so far. Bookshelf is pretty empty. And we got some Thai food because we couldn't be bothered to cook. Megan wanted to get really descriptive with this box. And she said, big cabinet, left of stove. And then she tried to spell utensils. And she said it didn't look right, nor did it feel right.
I just feel like we should have a little bit more guidance when it comes to unpacking.
Okay.
I said, let me go back and be a little bit more descriptive, and that's where it got me.
Okay, almost midnight, I think. Between 11:30 and midnight, I don't know. On Wednesday night, movers come at between 8 and 9 a.m. tomorrow. Man, it's all coming to an end. I'm packing up my final odds and ends, even though my room still looks a mess. Dreading waking up tomorrow. Hello, happy Thursday. It's move out day. I'm standing in an empty bedroom, out of breath because I just carried a suitcase down like the little entryway stairs into my car. The movers came this morning and took all of our boxes and all of our furniture, and they were so great. The company is 2 men in a truck. I would 10 out of 10 recommend. So friendly, so fast, so efficient. And they gave me the payment for the first move into the storage unit, and it was a lot less than I thought it would be. So I am going to finish cleaning up my apartment for the move out inspection tomorrow. And when that's all clean, I'm gonna film an empty apartment tour and give you guys all the details. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching these past few sort of like hectic, weird, emotional days of my life. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.